strikes. Hopefully everyone is well on this. Oh, they're letting some kids wind up the air hunting. They got air hunting. I didn't actually know the Canucks had an air hunting. Shows you how many Canucks games I usually watch. Oh, and the Oilers. Not a fan of these Oilers jerseys. Not a fan of these Canucks jerseys. Oh well. If I'd have to choose, I'd have to say the Canucks are worse. Oh wow, right away. Yamamoto had a great chance. So Draisaitl's going to send it in from the point. Yamamoto's got it behind the net. Deep in the Canucks zone. They're going to cycle it up to the point. And they give the puck away. The Canucks will take it from their own blue line, send it up to Pettersson. Pettersson walks across the line, drops the puck off. Miller takes a shot. It's blocked by Larson, who hammers into the boards, knocks him to the ground. Draisaitl's going to knock it up to the point, but Edler will take it, gives it over to Schmidt. Schmidt gives it to Pettersson. Pettersson circles back at line, and he's going to get forced out of the zone. Going to go back to his own blue line, across to Nate Schmidt. He's going to give it up to Horvat. Horvat's going to take a bad angle shot and score. He scores. Bo Horvat from a very bad angle beats Smith on, I believe, the first shot of the game there at 18:54, and the Canucks are on the board. It's 1-0, and I believe, as I said, that was the first shot there. That was pretty crazy. I don't even. Let's watch that again. So it has to change it. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you shoot the puck. He's on the goal line, and I think. Wow, like that's just a seeing eye shot. That was great. And Vancouver's coming in right again. Shot on Smith. He can't handle it, and it goes into the corner. Pearson's going to send it around, but McDavid will recover the puck behind his own net, sends it up to the near boards, and across. He'll get as far as the line. He'll get knocked off the puck, and Puljujarvi will chase it. McDavid hands it right back to Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi gets checked. McDavid takes over again. McDavid's got it down and hands it off to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins puts it back to the point, and it looks like it's tipped up into the netting behind Demko. So that was a very fast start to this game. Ice was not even. Maybe that helped. Like, seeing eye shot. Like, it goes under Smith's. He's looking. Like, I don't see where it went. I actually agree. Like, how did that puck go in? I don't know. A seeing eye puck. Face-off is won by the Oilers. They get a shot towards the net, but it will get settled down by Tyler Myers. And the Canucks will send it up the glass, but it gets pinched in at the point. They send it back deep, but Myers has it again. Myers again gives it up, and this time McDavid gives a backhand sorry, that was not. Now Edler's going to take it. It sends it up towards the center. Archibald will send it across, and then it's all the way up, and the Canucks will take over at their own blue line. Tyler Myers holds it at his own dot. Myers. Lead pass up the center, but they can't control it. Virtanen will chase it in, but Chason will knock it out of the Oilers zone, and they will come up and he tries a drop pass. Haas cannot control. Edler will knock it around, and now Schmidt will send it up. The Canucks coming 3 wide, but Russell knocks this off the stick. Virtanen tries a bad angled shot, but it gets blocked by the D-man, and they will go back. Schmidt's behind his own net to take it. 16:56 remaining in the first period, and Miller gets a lead pass coming across center. trying to work his backhand, but Nurse throws him up against the boards. Draisaitl picks up the puck, tries to put it off the boards to Yamamoto, but they will eventually knock it up as far as the line, and they steal. Yamamoto takes a shot, but it is blocked by Miller. Besser sends it up, and Pettersson is going to chase Nurse. Nurse will put it across to his defensive partner. He is being harassed, and now they will pass it across. Draisaitl takes it in the near boards, sends it across to the point. Russell's shot gets deflected down. Yamamoto's going to try a backhand pass to Draisaitl, but it will get intercepted. Almost makes the line, and it gets chipped out by the Canucks. It will make it down as far as the Oilers' line. Russell has it. Backhand to Draisaitl. Draisaitl lead pass is intercepted by Schmidt, but Schmidt can't control it. So Nugent Hopkins will take it to the outside. He gets checked off the puck, and now McDavid has it in the corner. McDavid sends it out to the point, and a shot from Larson goes wide. Puljujarvi now will recover in the corner, sends it to Nugent Hopkins, being harassed by Schmidt, drops it to Puljujarvi again. Now McDavid has it. McDavid and Puljujarvi fighting. Schmidt gets it though, backhands it. This time it will go out. Canucks will go for a change, and the Oilers will try and take advantage, coming right back in, but they also went for a change. So now Myers gets it, and it gets chipped up. And Roussel has it, chips it into the corner there, and around. All the way to the point, and a shot, Mike Smith. He just doesn't look like he has a very good eye on the puck, so he's going to just hold on to that one. And we will have a whistle. I would keep getting pucks to him right now, if possible, because he doesn't seem to be controlling the puck very well. Alright, so kind of a draw face-off, but Bouchard comes in to pick it up, sends it out, and Myers can't hold the line, sends it back, and it will get intercepted. It will send it around. Demko will fire it the rest of the way, gets to the line and out. Larson will send it across, and now they'll send it in deep again. Now, and it hit a player offside, so that will bring the from the Tyler Ennis pass, it will bring it offside, and the draw will come just outside of the Vancouver zone. Oh, they're going to put it at center, it looks like. Hope everyone's having a good night. Canucks off to a very quick start. And the Oilers will win the face-off. Yamamoto tries to hit it forward, but the Canucks will take over. Lead pass gets intercepted, and it's going to get brought back by the Canucks. Hughes sends it up. Is that all the way? No, Smith will come up to play it. Sends it around and right to the point. Oh, and he had to be right back in his net to make that save. Sutter will backhand it down to Gaudette. Now the Oilers will get it out. Hughes will take it over, and it'll go to Ben. Ben sends it back to Hughes. Hughes will send it back to Ben. Draisaitl's harassing him, and it'll go all the way down. Again, the Oilers were changing. This seems to be something that teams are doing a lot this year, is they're sending it into traffic when teams make changes, even at the risk of giving the puck up. But again, there was no too many men call there. Edler will now send it up. It goes all the way down. Smith has it behind his own net. He's being harassed, but he gets the backhand pass off. Oilers bring it to as far as center. Schmidt will intercept at the line, but gets Nugent Hopkins strips it from him. McDavid with a great centering pass, but it gets blocked. Bouchard had a shot, but Nurse will send it behind the net to Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi chips it to Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins sends it back to Bouchard. Shot from Nurse. McDavid now has it in the near corner. Back to Bouchard. Holds the line. Sends it across. And Puljujarvi there for the tip, but it goes wide. Now it's tipped up off Pearson into the netting again. We'll have another face-off to the left of Demko. Good action back and forth. Demko's been sharp when needed to be. That was a great save there. And we are off to a commercial break. Well, I can't believe Ottawa came all the way back. That was a great game. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw from 3-3 on, and that was really exciting, especially watching Brady Tkachuk. It's hilarious that there was an interview because the Canucks play each other, so they're talking about how neither of them can keep their mouth guards in their mouths, and now Brady Tkachuk loses some teeth tonight, so that's kind of hilarious. Good timing on that article. Looks like Pittsburgh beat Washington in overtime earlier. Chicago finally won that battle, and they went to overtime too, 6-5. Of course, Ottawa and Montreal, as we talked about, again, overtime shootout. Then Buffalo beat New Jersey 5-1. That's good for them. And Nashville is beat Detroit, which is no huge feat. Nashville's apparently in sell mode. They've got everyone. I think there's like 4 players that you cannot talk about, but everyone else is. I think it's Yossi and Rene and 2 others. I forget who it is, but pretty much everyone else is open season in Nashville. But yeah, that brings them to 8-10. Well, still not the great. All right, we are now back. Looks like the Puljujarvi McDavid line with Nugent Hopkins will be out there. It's nice to see Puljujarvi smiling, man. I'm glad the Oilers didn't pull the classic Oilers, and they actually didn't give up on him. That's great, because I like that kid. And I love his big smile, his big poop-eating grin. McDavid wins the draw. Nurse sends it around behind. Schmidt checks, and it goes all the way down to McDavid. McDavid gets body checked off the puck as well by Edler, and Vancouver chips it up, but Puljujarvi will hold the zone, bounce off the boards, and again Edler will hit it up to Schmidt, back to Edler, who hands it off. At the line, Pearson comes in, shot. Oh, and that one was dangerous. They send it out front to go off the goalie. Schmidt, and another shot in on Smith. Man, Smith has to hold on it. Everything that's going at Smith right now, he does not look comfortable with at all. Like here's Pearson. Nugent Hopkins hits his stick, and then it goes off Hobart's skate, and then it just misses the net. Horvat. I don't know why I said Hobart. Alright, so we got 3 and 5 shots. So the Canucks win the draw. Shot will go into the corner. Patterson sends it down. Miller's now got it behind the net, and Larson, right? Larson takes over. Miller chops it down. Tet and across. Quick shot, and that's going to go out of bounds too. That's the other Miller, JT Miller. 2 Millers on the Canucks. Who's that guy? Forward to it. No, I don't have him on my roster. He must be new. Mike Smith is undefeated on the road so far. 12 minutes left in the first. And the ref goes down. Finally, the Canucks come away with the puck. And they score. Tyler Myers from the point. I'm not sure if it got tipped in or not, but it's definitely in. And Smith again. I don't know. He's not looking. It's not looking on it yet. Looks like it was Myers. Nobody. He's taking credit for it. I don't know if it was tipped. I think it just went right in off the face-offs. Maybe he was blocked. I don't know. I just don't see Smith seeing the puck clearly tonight. He's ever since the beginning, like, there's nothing. Oh, it goes off the stick, the Oilers stick. It goes off. It looks like Nugent Hopkins stick. Okay, no, Ennis. I saw the 3, and I guessed it was it goes off Ennis's stick. So no fault to Smith on that one. But I do feel like he is chasing the puck. He's He's not seeing it as clear as he usually does. And that first goal, I don't know how that went in, and he's got to be hitting himself. Oh, there was a very high stick puck, and the Vancouver Canucks are very lucky to not have gotten a penalty there, because they did make contact with the guy's helmet with the stick, and that is almost always a penalty. But because they were calling it for a high stick with the puck, they let it go. Okay, so the Oilers win the draw at the Vancouver line, and Bouchard will send a very long shot in. Demko's got it, kicks out the rebound to his teammate, sends it up as far as center where Edmonton intercepts. Now they're fighting near the Edmonton bench. Virtanen has it. Now Archibald has it. Now it's sent in deep. Ennis is going to chase. Myers is on it. It's the same two that were combined on that last goal. Now it's going to go back up to Myers. Myers headmans it, but they'll just tip it in and go for a change. Bouchard's got it behind his own net. Sends it to what's that guy's name right now? The guy they traded for it from Ottawa. Anyway, they're going to come in, sharp angle shot, and a rebound goes to Yamamoto, but they will backhand it, and Vancouver will take over. Ben behind his own net, and he will send it up to Pedersen, who gets a bad angle shot. Now it's going to come down to Miller. I'd take those bad angle shots right now. Miller's got it behind his own net, sends it back to the point. Ben sends it all the way around. Besser to Pedersen. Pedersen behind his own net, getting held by Draisaitl, but Draisaitl gets away with it. And to the point. Oh, and they tried to get it to the point, and Draisaitl nearly came away with a break, but it looks like it was the end of his shift, and he goes for a change. Miller sends it across ice, and the Canucks cannot hold the line as it comes out. Hughes now will make re-entry down along the near boards. Sends it to the center, and they can't quite get the shot off. McDavid will knock the puck back, and now dangerously in front of his own net. He's got two Canucks on him, but they will finally come up with it. Looks like a drop pass from Nurse, and shot goes deflected into the corner. Schmidt's there fighting for it now. He's got it, and the Canucks will end it out. Pearson will send it down, but Nurse will take it off the wall, control, and come out of his own zone. Sending it up. Puljujarvi now. Shot. Weak shot. Gets blocked easily. Oh, it's a stick broke. And now the Canucks are going to come out with it. And he's just happy to chip it down, as Larson will send it across to Russell. Canucks hold in the line. A shot again tipped, but this one will go up and over the glass. You can't be liking seeing anything tipped coming at Mike Smith right now. And we're going for a commercial break. Hopefully he can get in the zone. As I said, he's on it, and it just seems like that first one, I really don't know how that went in. That Horvat shot from a really bad angle, and his pad was down, his foot was to the post, his blocker was down. I don't know how it went in. I feel for him on that one. And then the other one got tipped in by his own guy, but he's chasing it, unfortunately. There's got another one there. We are in just another commercial break here. Oh, a Gallagher goal. Yeah, that one. I don't know. I was watching the comments afterwards, and I think I have to agree with them that Murray kind of played it off. That he maybe could have gotten set, but that his argument will be that he didn't get set in time because he was interfered with, and he wouldn't want to, force yourself to get ready just to not be fully ready and not get the guy a penalty. In this case, got the goal waved off. Hey, buddy, thanks. Thanks, tough banjo. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Oh, looks like we're coming back here. And they're showing. Again, the Canucks will win the face-off and send it back. Oh, but they can't hold the line, so they will have to chase it back all the way down into their own zone. Canucks are being hounded there. Now it looks like Miller loses the puck. Draisaitl's got it. He's being hounded. It's just being fought for in the corner. Finally, the Canucks come up with it. They're going to get as far as center. He's going to knock it down. Russell will cut him off, pull it up against the wall. Larson will now kick it up. And Besser will try and knock it back. And now it's going to come down to Larson. Larson to Draisaitl. And it gets dropped for Yamamoto. Looks like the Oilers are juggling the lines a little here. Draisaitl, or Nurse, shot from the point, gets tipped. Now Yamamoto will get it. And the Canucks are going to break out with some speed. 2-on-2. He chips it around. Bouchard will now push it up against the wall. Bouchard chips it. And the Canucks will take over. Levy. And the Canucks will tip it down so it's not icing. But the Oilers will recover. And coming out with speed, Haas. Haas will take the blue line, stops, and sends it down low. Fighting in the corner. And that comes out the side. Chase on bad angle shot, and I believe it got tipped up into the netting. Shots are now 6-5. Maybe even 6-6 at that point only. Yeah, Draisaitl got that shot out. Bouchard shot it, and I'm not sure if it got tipped in front. So Thatcher Demko, last 6 home starts are 4-1-1. That win against Calgary, I believe, is what started it off. And now McDavid will take it, but Hughes will take over. Oh, Nugent Hopkins picks his pocket, tries to get across to McDavid, but a rare mishandle by McDavid, and they will have to cycle it back. Puljujarvi now deep into the corner. And back to Ennis. Ennis, fires. Rebound will get recovered by Puljujarvi. Schmidt will take him down. And bouncing puck comes right back to Puljujarvi. Tries a shot but just misses wide. Pearson gives the puck away to McDavid. McDavid behind the net tries to send it backhand toward Puljujarvi. Pearson will now clear the puck. And Pearson intercepts at center, coming in, and that shot is blocked. Canucks can't hold the line. And Edler tries to come in the side. He's being held a bit, but not long enough for a penalty. And Canucks, puck comes out, and Smith it comes near him, so he holds it. Wise move at this stage. And the Oilers have now evened it up. Yeah, Puljujarvi, I don't know, he's missed the net from point blank. It was all there, buddy. And he's got his head down on the bench. He knows that one. But the Oilers win the draw, off the wall and out. Gets intercepted by Canucks, who send it deep. Yeah, Oli Ulevy. That's the guys. I keep forgetting. Alright, Oilers. Judar Kara with a sharp angle shot. It's like the first time I've seen him out there tonight. It's good to see him. And the Oilers still controlling it deep in the zone. He gets batted around a while. Myers tips it up as far as the line, but no farther. And Russell takes a shot. Goes through traffic. If that hit the net, that might have gone in, but it goes wide. And now he'll go back as far as his own blue line. And everyone's going to turn. Virtanen was pressing, but he's going to go off as well. Now Larson will have it, and he backhands it to Draisaitl chips it across. Yamamoto, who gives it away to Pettersson, and then turns around and decks Pettersson to the ice. Miller sends it all the way around, but his D can't pinch it in. So the Canucks will have to go. Hughes sends it to Benn, sends it to Pettersson. Gets as far as the line. Miller back to Pettersson. Pettersson down to Besser. Besser toe drag and shot, and Smith's got that one. That was right in the bread basket. And it looks like with 4:57 that we're going to take another commercial break here. Could be a good game so far. It's lots of shots. I mean, we're 15 minutes in. We got 13 shots. It's pretty good. Lots of scoring so far. Still on this commercial. This could be pretty crazy if Vancouver could pull this off. The North just gets tighter and tighter. Right? There's no separation besides Toronto. Toronto's got a bit of separation, but I mean, if Toronto loses to Calgary again tomorrow, then not so much, right? Like, that's insane how close this division can be. Alright. So McDavid's got 25 assists and 12 goals. Draisaitl's got 10 goals, 20 assists. Matthews has 18 and 11. Scheifele 10 and 16. And Besser 12 and 10. Yeah, so Besser's got the same amount of goals as McDavid, but 10 less assists. Well, Canucks win the draw, point shot, and Smith's got that one. That's better. Smith's starting to see it. A good Smith is a scary Smith, so you want him on his game. I can tell you in Calgary, when he was in Calgary too. Like, when he's on his game, he wins games for you. When he's not on his game, unfortunately, it can suffer. So Canucks win the draw again. Sorry, sometimes those weird angles. Oh, and the Canucks score. Pettersson tips it through. When they use those angles from behind the net, sometimes I think that it's not live. But yeah, the Canucks, Pettersson tucks it in, and he is starting to feel it, I think. He's had a very slow start to the game this season, but here we go. The Canucks are just playing well tonight. Wow, this is crazy. But that was a beautiful goal. Ben tips it back. I think that's what Miller. Whereas Smith was trying to go for it there, and then he just can't get across fast enough because Pettersson, it was a backhand, and actually misfired the first one, probably threw Smith a little more, but his forehand, he's got one of the quickest shots in the league. That guy can shoot the puck. So his 8th goal of the season, definitely heating up, and the Canucks win the face-off and send it right back down into the Oilers' zone. Chip it down behind the boards. Bouchard's got it up against the wall. Pearson, and now Schmidt and Haas have joined. All 4 of them up against the boards. Finally comes away, and the Oilers will knock it up to center and all the way into the corner. Myers will then take it. He gets knocked off the puck, but gets it back. Pearson, way high up in the air, skies one down, comes down near the Oilers' blue line, and Bouchard will send it all the way down. And Myers will chip it up, and it gets knocked off the glass by Sutter. And out. Now Oilers control in front of their own bench. Send it down low to Bouchard. Bouchard back up across. And sends across. Pass to Puljujarvi. Goes back behind his own net. Puljujarvi off to Bouchard. Bouchard centers it up. And they find Nugent Hopkins streaking up on the near side. a spin move but loses the puck. Pearson brings it as far as center, backs in across the blue line, and sends it down deep. Nurse fires it all the way around. And Puljujarvi with lucky bounce is going to come down, and he'll slow up waiting for help. Now he sends a shot, and it was a dangerous shot, but it comes out front, and Demko jumps on it to smother it with 3:17 remaining. Puljujarvi has definitely been the most dangerous Oiler out there, I think, so far. I noticed him in a lot of places getting a lot of looks. McDavid has actually misplayed the puck twice that I've seen, and as I see Smith's just not on his game. The bounces right now are going for the Canucks, and as a Canucks fan, that's what you want to see. Schmidt's going to take it off the draw, but the Oilers will hold the line, but they send it across, and nobody's there. Now Pearson will send it up, and Schmidt will try and send it in. They send it back again. McDavid had a pass at the blue line. He misplays it and goes offside, and goes right off the ice. I don't know. Not the McDavid we're used to seeing, that's for sure. I've never seen McDavid have two bad periods, though. I'm sure in the second period he's going to be amazing. Alright, so the Canucks again win the draw. They're going to send it all the way down the ice, but it was tipped, so there will not be icing. A lucky bounce for the Canucks, and the Archibalds are able to get it. Corral the puck, sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Now Myers has it behind his own net. Myers gets checked, so he circles back. Now the Canucks send it all the way down deep. Canucks is Larson, or Oilers. Larson will send it to Russell. Russell will send it up as far as the line, then they'll chip it down deep. Canucks will control in their own zone, up off the boards, and Miller will tap it the rest of the way down. Barry chases. Nurse will send it back, and it comes right back to Yamamoto, who puts himself offside trying to pass to Draisaitl. Can't drag the puck. Well, he's trying to drag the skate, but it just came up off the ice. So it will be an offside for the Edmonton Oilers. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, and Oilers win the face-off. Yamamoto tries to split the defense, but it gets pushed into the corner. Hughes has it, drops it off. Miller actually fans on the puck. Now it gets up to Hughes. Hughes gets it back to Miller. Miller gets it across. And now the Canucks will bring it out. But again, they misplay the puck at center. Yamamoto's coming right back in. It gets knocked off his stick, and then Nurse has to bring it in. Now Besser tries to swing a pass up the center, but Nurse intercepts again. Now the Oilers are going to come in, and it was a drop pass. Barry takes the shot. Now it goes behind the net, and trying to bounce the puck off a couple guys. It looks like Hoon knocked it up, and they score. The Oilers have an answer, and they needed that just before the break. And let's see who it was. So Barry gets the shot. It goes off Besser, and he's gone down in a heap. Then Draisaitl sends it out front. Oh, and it just trickles down the back of Demko. Yeah, it is Cahoon, I think. I thought it was. Yeah, Cahoon got it, and Demko just couldn't fully hold it, and it rolled down his back because it goes off the post, off his back, off his pad, and in. Canucks win the draw, send it in deep, and that's going to be icing. That is what the Oilers needed. They did not want to go in to the break down by 3. How's it going, Lucas? Hope you're having a good night. Alright, Canucks breaking in wide. They're going to circle back, send it to the back. Schmidt holds the line, sends it across to Edler. Edler comes in, shot tipped by Pearson, but it's going to go wide. Hughes is going to send it back to the point to Schmidt. Schmidt knocks it back down. like a fight. Bouchard, Pugliarvi's fighting there. Gets sent back down. Pearson's fighting with Nurse. Now McDavid tries to get it out, but again misplays the puck, and the Canucks control. Send it through the center, but they will turn back. Edler now has it, crossing his own line. Gets as far as center, flips it high into the far corner. Smith knocks it down with a high stick, but they won't call it. Canucks wanted to call. I don't think it was needed. It was very close. Hughes to Ben. Ben puts it up. It gets knocked down, but Smith will take it. He almost gives the puck away, but it will trickle all the way to Draisaitl. Draisaitl puts it across to Russell, who takes a shot from the point with a couple seconds left, and they will let the period run out. Shots end 11-8, and the score 3-1 after 1. That was quite the first. Anytime you see 4 goals and 19 shots in a period, that's some good hockey. That's some good hockey. Gonna be off to the intermission now, though, unfortunately. Intermissions are not fun. I already talked about the crazy Ottawa game. The Columbus-Chicago game was pretty crazy, but I didn't get to see it. That was a lot of scoring. Soderberg, Kane, Atkinson, Line. Oh my god, Line got another 2. He's up to 8. You can't tell me that the Jets aren't missing him just a little bit. 2 goals and an assist tonight. I know he had 1 goal and 1 assist in Winnipeg. What is he at now? 6 goals, 4 assists. So he's got 5 goals, 3 assists in yeah, that was pretty good. I think they've got to be happy with that, especially I think they lost it. If it was a straight up deal, I think that would have been fair, but the fact that they had to throw in, who did they have to throw in? Roslovic? No. That makes it a loss for the Jets. Commercial in progress. What else? What are they in? Buffalo, New Jersey. Looks like Olofsson, Asheville, Cousins, Kusev, and Eakins. Taylor Hall with 1 assist in there, and that's all. I don't know. I thought maybe Taylor Hall was just a failure in Edmonton, but I don't know. He cannot find a home. Does not seem like. We look at the leaders around the NHL in goals by a country mile. We got Austin Matthews with 18. Then Besser and McDavid with 12, like we talked about. Toffoli getting his 11th tonight. Draisaitl right in there with 10. Assists, again, McDavid with 25, Marner with 21, Draisaitl with 20, Hughes and Kane. Like the fact that Draisaitl and McDavid lead in both, or top 5 in both goals and assists, is pretty crazy. So Matthews has 7 power play goals. 6 game-winning goals. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tyler Myers leads the league in penalty minutes. That's always a fun one. Roussel from the Canucks is in 4th. Got a couple in there. Brady Tkachuk has got 25 himself. Nurse leads the Oilers with 23. Even Vertanen has 22. There's still no Flames, really. I As a someone who watches Flames games, it seems like we're always in the box. Lindholm has the most with, oh, there's Kachuk, 17, and Lindholm, 16. We must just be spreading our penalties out or something. Bennett with 13. I think Gaudreau's got at least a couple. Lucic only has 12? My. He's been behaving himself. That's pretty crazy. Everyone's having a good night. I hope so. Showing the stats right now. Calgary just on the outside looking in, and as I said, if Vancouver beats Edmonton, Ottawa beat Montreal, like, it just tightens this whole thing up. This whole North Division is just going to be so tight. It's crazy. It's going to make a very exciting end to the season. I thought Ottawa and Vancouver looked like they were dropping off, but now, I mean, Vancouver only really had that really big, I think it was 7-game losing streak that really put them behind the 8-ball. But other than that, their season's been not bad. So if they can get it back, they could be scary. Ottawa seems to be putting it together. They can be scary. If Calgary plays 3 periods like they did last night, they can be scary. Edmonton, scary. Toronto, scary. And most of the time Montreal, but I mean, again, they've looked slow, but only as of late. If they can turn it around again, they're back in the scary category too. I think that does well though for us. Any of the teams getting out of the North, I think they'll, if you're playing in a division where you're playing competitive hockey the whole season, I think maybe you might have an advantage in postseason play, right? We'll see. I'm not sure, like other league ones where like Carolina, Tampa, they seem to be, in Florida, they seem to be running away with that division. I don't know, we'll see. LA's starting to put it together, which is nice. I always have a soft spot for LA. They're still doing interviews here. I think they're talking about the Ottawa-Montreal game. Probably saying something a little similar. See what other stats we got here. You can look at shorthanded goals. Foley and Lehkonen from the Montreal Canadiens have tied for second. That's pretty crazy. Atkinson has 3 and nobody else has more than 1. Plus minus, I don't know. Sometimes that's a good stat. Sometimes it's pretty misleading. I think in smaller batches it is. It can be pretty good, but over a whole season, I mean, you can't punish a guy because he's put out to kill penalties all the time. You can't be like, oh, your plus minus sucks. It's like, yeah, I'm a penalty killer. Obviously, my plus minus isn't going to be as good as the guy that sits on the bench when only plays 5-on-5 hockey. But that's stats. It's like the Corsi index. I don't really get that too, and I don't put a lot of stock into it because it doesn't make a lot of sense. What about goaltenders? Fleury's starting to heat up. Playing quite well. Looks like Calgary that Riddick, of all things, Big Save Dave's starting to play good. Anderson's playing good but injured. That's scary. And Markstrom, of course, is injured. Markstrom with an upper body injury and Anderson with a lower body injury. But it sounds like they're both just day to day. They won't be gone long. Let's see the save percentages here. So Mrazek, he's got .99 goals against. Wow. .955 save percentage, but he's only played 4 games. Fleury's got a 942, and he's played 11. Is he stealing the net back? Kind of looks like he's stealing the net back in Vegas. Still a commercial. Vasilevsky, of course, playing well. I can't believe Allen's team got a better save percentage than Price, but that was a great acquisition. I don't know, getting two great goalies like that. I thought that was going to be the key to Montreal's success, and it was early, but Yaroslav Halak, 9.928, Brian Elliott, 9.8, Varlamov. He's played 14 games there, but you can't blame him for their losing. What did I don't know. I can't believe Toronto didn't score more power play goals. Honestly, they went 0 for 7 on the power play last night. That's what went wrong. I also think Dave was playing very good last night, and we got lucky with some posts. You guys hit some posts. Yes, me too. It's good to hear from you too, Eddie. It's been a while. Just waiting for the next period. Talbot's playing well too, but he's only played 6. Hellebuck. It's the usual. All the Bennington, all the usual guys you expect to be great goalies. Alright, come on, intermission. Always takes forever. Washington just keeps losing though. At least they got a point this time, but they're definitely sliding down a slippery slope. But Chara was so dominant when he first got there, but it still seems a little weird to see him in a Washington jersey, I have to say. Forsberg and Granlund, yeah, it looks like Nashville's gonna get blown up. Good bounces for the Canucks. Yeah, I would say so. That Pettersson goal, there was 2 good bounces, I think, on it. One where it first came in, and then a second where Pettersson shot and it like fanned and went off to the side, allowing him to score. The second lucky bounce, of course, was on the second goal, where it got shot from the point and the Canucks tipped it, or the Oilers tipped it in. Yeah, Pettersson is starting to warm up finally. Yeah, I don't need lip reading to see what Mike Smith said there. Yeah, good to see you too. Henrik, I can't believe that, man. Like, is the guy superhuman or what? How do you go through surgery and come back that fast? That is absolutely insane. The Samsonov, I don't know. I would have to. Is that the one where these somebody said something about him? Oh, yeah. No, who is Oh, it's Anthony Pernarin. He's the one that has the. He's the one that has the situation with the Russians. Yeah, Samson. He's playing for the Hershey Bears. Be nice to see. Yeah, it's good to see all these guys making. I didn't realize he was getting back. Thanks for letting me know. Got to read up. He says he's ready. Yeah, that's insane. I still can't believe, yeah, Lundqvist. Like, that's insane. Some people are just superhuman. Especially, he's not like young. He's not like this young guy. I better refresh my Steam. It's on the same spot as when I was there last time. Oh, I'm glad I refreshed just in time to see commercial in progress. Yeah, it's weird that, or not weird, but it's very coincidental that he made comments against the. That he would make negative comments about the Russian government, and all of a sudden there's allegations. That is very, very coincidental, but it does not mean that he's not guilty of what those allegations are, but especially that they're 10 years old and they come out exactly at that time. But that may just be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist in me. I don't want to discount anything because I know nothing. I love how everyone in New York's all, oh no, he's innocent, he's innocent. Well, he very well could be, but we don't know nothing. Well, just because you're a good hockey player, I mean, you see that with football, right? Just because you're a good football player doesn't mean you're a good person, and I think it's the same in all sports. A lot of these guys spend their whole lives as being looked up as heroes. They think they can do anything, so you never know. They always say that a lot of hockey players have some reputations. Austin Matthews has had issues with that too. I don't even remember how that. I think he settled, right, or something. Wasn't it? I'm trying to remember what it was. Like a security guard, and he. Yeah, it was definitely not as bad as what Panarin's being accused of. But did he moon the security officer? Something. It's what some people would consider innocent, but I guess Vancouver's got a DJ. She's like DJing to the Zero fans, I guess. And the Canucks, it's the first time they've scored 3 goals in the first period, and it looks like we are finally back. Oh, I should change this to white. And the face-off, and we are go in the second period. And we have a quick whistle, 8 seconds in. Canuck or the face-off will be in the Oilers zone, and they will win it and clear the puck. Hughes will bring it back to Ben. Ben headmans it, and it gets tipped in by Pettersson. Pettersson will chase, but Larson will send it out as far as the line, and then the Oilers do knock it out. Miller chases the puck down, but loses it on the fresh ice. And now Hughes will send it across to Ben. Ben off the boards and out to center. They will tip it up to Pettersson, who's going in wide. He stops, but loses the puck as well. He gets cross-checked by Russell. Down to the ice. Hughes tries to send across to Smith. He can't hold the line either. Definitely seems that the ice is very slippery right now. Canucks send it deep into the zone. Smith backhands it around. Puljujarvi sends it up really high. Smith will track it down, sends it in, and now McDavid's going to come in with a breakaway. Gets stopped by Demko. Now the Canucks are going to come out the other way. They put a light shot in, and Smith will hold it. Again, McDavid ran into his partner there, but they bounced off each other, Puljujarvi, and they were actually able to come in on a 2-on-1. But he just seems a step off. It was actually Nugent Hopkins he ran into, and then went in on a 2-on-1. But he's lost the puck a couple times, and he's just bounced off his own player there. He just doesn't seem himself. But we're only a minute into this period. As I said, I've never seen McDavid play 2 bad periods before, so I can't imagine that's going to stick around. Virtanen wins the draw back, but the Oilers will intercept the pass across, and they will send it down, but Myers will control it. He sends it up the boards, and it will go down to Nurse at his own blue line. Nurse is going to send it across, and he will tip it up. And the Canucks will send it around. Demko tried to stop it, but he was unable to. It slides all across. Virtanen loses the puck. Haas will get it, sends a pass across, and the shot is right into Demko. He handles that easily. 18:05 remaining. I just gotta run and do something on the next commercial break here once we get to that. And they're showing the highlight tomorrow, 4:30 Pacific. The Flames and Maple Leafs face off again. Face off won by the Canucks. They send it around, and it looks like it's hit by a high stick. Face off will now come just outside the Canucks zone, right in front of the Oilers bench. Showing the two coaches. Very similar coaches. And now the Canucks win the draw again. Schmidt controls behind his own net. Sends it to Edler. Edler sends it up, but too far, and it will get taken over by the Oilers. Bouchard sends it to Nugent Hopkins, who sends it into McDavid. McDavid cuts towards the middle, gets the puck chopped off his stick. And the Canucks will off the glass and out. Hoglander brings it back down. Maybe it's a penalty, maybe, or is it just a late offside or something here? We'll have to see. And McDavid came in, and just two Canucks had their sticks right there in the lanes, knocked it out. Yeah, it must have just been an offside, or they put the face-off at center. Maybe it was another high stick. But anyway, the Canucks win another face-off. They've been doing very well at the face-off dot. And they will chip it down into the Oilers zone, where Russell will take it, hands it behind his own net, tries to get it to Larson, but it gets intercepted. Canucks center it, quick shot by Gaudette, and Smith had to be sharp. Now the Oilers are going to come away with numbers. They get checked right at the line, though, and now the Canucks will come back. Sutter breaks the line, drop pass. Myers fakes a shot, sends it into the corners. Now Sutter's going to have it in the corner. Larson will come in to knock him off the puck. Gaudette's now fighting with Carr. Carr sends it over. And the Canucks are going to, or the Oilers are trying to break out. He's fighting for it. And now The Canucks will send it back behind their own net to Myers. A line changed by the Oilers as the number one line out, but Pettersson is going to chase down the puck, and the Oilers will headman it. All that's going to go all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing. Tyson Berry sends it all the way down. Yeah, Roussel put that puck out, and that was a great save. Had a good shot, but a great save by Smith. Shots are now 13-11, but I will update that later. Canucks win the draw again. A cross past it, and a shot from Ben from a bad angle, and Smith's up to the challenge. So again, lots of shots, lots of action. This has been a good game, both periods so far. Alright, Draisaitl's going to take the draw. Again, the Canucks win, but they're going to do it again. $16:29 remaining in the second. Yes, Draisaitl and Pettersson line up again, and again Pettersson will win it. Back to Hughes back to Pettersson. Down behind the net to Besser, who's tripped up. He tried to send it across. Miller tried to send it across, but Draisaitl will intercept. He gets the puck knocked off his stick at center, and will have to go back. Nurse then fires it up to the line. He tried to get a centering pass, but it's not going to connect. Haas is going to turn it around, sends it back to a bad angle shot by Draisaitl, and Demko with an amazing save, though. I say bad angle, and that would be a bad angle for most people, but it's not really that bad angle for Draisaitl. That's where Draisaitl scores quite a few goals from. Yeah, Barry slipped it over to him, and yeah, Demko has definitely picked up his game in the last couple games. And the score clock says 55-20 for some reason right now. 5-5-2-0. That's hilarious. Where's the screenshot? Screenshot. There we go. Screenshot of that one. 55 minutes and 20 seconds. And yeah, even in the scoreboard in the building it says that 54 minutes. They've actually taken a break here to fix the clock because it says there's already an hour left in the second period. Oh, these would be some tired boys if you had to play a whole hour. I thought the Tahoe thing was stupid to play in the day, but once they played at night, it was amazing, and that's what it should have been done in the first place. I totally agree he seems off today. Oh, but his offness almost just scored there. But Nugent Hopkins now with a shot. That's blocked by Demko as well. This line, this is a good shift from that McDavid line, just as we were talking about how they weren't playing well. And the Canucks will ice the puck. Heath thinks he beat it out. Was that Will Horvath? He thinks he's arguing still halfway down the ice. He thinks he beat out that icing, but yeah, Puljujärvi threw it out to Nugent Hopkins. He just put it high there. And then McDavid put it over to him again. So again, McDavid's not totally into it, but alright, Schmidt. Again, on another Canucks one face-off, but it's going to go all the way down the ice from their own side, so it will be icing again. So they do keep winning these draws, which is a very important thing. Alright. Horvat and McDavid wins the draw. And Nugent Hopkins falls. Puljujärvi's now going to chip it, but Pearson will intercept, turns back on himself, and the Canucks control on the half boards. Sends it up to Gaudette, passes it, that's Horvat. Tips it up to himself. And now Pearson chips at it. Schmidt's going to take it, but it's already going to clear the zone, so they're going to have to come back out. Nurse is on a 1 minute and 55-second shift. Barry headmans the puck right up to, is that Chason trying to break it up the middle? Or Cassian? Or who's it? Yeah, Chason. Oilers. Still arguing. Are they still having trouble with the clock? It now says 14:42. Is that not the time that's left in the game? I don't know anymore. I honestly couldn't tell you. They keep changing it. 14:58 now, apparently. 4 seconds on there. Okay, so Haas take the face off. And they win it. Bouchard will backhand it. Schmidt gets knocked down by Chiasson. They try and center it out, but it goes back to the line. Now Oilers control at the line. The shot goes around behind the net. Haas backhands it to Chiasson. Chiasson still has it. He's getting bugged along the boards though, but he'll send it down deep. They try and cycle to Haas, who misses the puck. It's going to go all the way to the point, but the Canucks will headman the puck and send it out. It's going to go not far enough for icing, so the Canucks will finally get a chance to change. The Oilers have twice as many hits as the Canucks, 20-10. Suter will do a little spin-around at center and send the puck in. Smith backhands it around the boards, and the Oilers are going to break out. Off the boards will get collected by the Canucks. D-to-D pass, and Ben will come out. Sends it to Hughes. Hughes sends it in, gets tipped, but at the line the Oilers take over. They send it in deep. And it looks like a penalty for high sticking. And because the Oilers were the ones touching the puck, I believe it will be a Canucks penalty. That is our first power play, or Oiler penalty. And I believe that will be our first power play of the game. So we're on a commercial break. I will be right back. Alright. Yeah, no, he high sticked them. That is a penalty. Looks like we're back just in time. No blood. Tyler Ennis, 2 minutes high sticking. Alright. Vancouver has the 20th power play in the league. But they win another draw. Going with 4 forwards, 1D. Besser tries a backhand pass. Pedersen will cycle it back to the point. Hughes will take it. And shot from, oh no, it is Ben and Hughes, so they still have their normal line out there. Shot and Besser's there, but no rebound to be had from Mike Smith. Yeah, Miller shot that right in. Smith needs a couple of those to get confidence. 13:31 remaining in the period, 1:43 in the penalty, and the Canucks win another draw. Miller kicks it up, but gets intercepted by the Oilers, who send it all the way down the ice. Hughes is going to come back, or Pedersen will come back for it. He is checked off the puck. And the Canucks will come out with it. Now Besser has it. Besser backhands it off the boards towards his own net. Hughes tries a pass, but it gets tipped, and then they break in. Shot, and Smith kicks out the rebound. Besser takes it across to Pettersson. Pettersson sends it across, and I think it might hit Nurse in the head. Nurse is holding his head anyway. Shot wide by Pettersson, and they hold the line. Across to Pettersson again. Pettersson tried to go backdoor to Besser, and a shot will go into Smith again. Another great save, Smith. And they've already had 4 shots in this, or 3 shots in this power play already. So great start to the power play for the Canucks here. And Smith is definitely, he was shaky the first 10 minutes, but he's seen the puck now. He's seen it from distance. He's controlling the rebounds. If I was an Oilers fan, I'd feel a lot better about this Smith. Pettersson has it at the point, sends it across. Miller back to Hughes, across to Pettersson, fans on the puck, but Smith guides that towards the corner, and the Oilers will chip it up off the glass and out of play, but it did go off the glass, so it will not be a penalty. 43 seconds left in this power play. Face-off, I believe, will still be deep in the Oilers zone, though, because they are the ones that cleared the puck. It just wasn't delay a game. And Nurse, he probably copped a 30-second break there, and he's back on the ice. Kara going to take the face-off, but Gaudette gets kicked out, so Pearson will come in. Pearson wins it, and Schmidt has it at the line. He sends it down low to Gaudette, back to Schmidt. Schmidt to Gaudette, across. Ennis tries a shot. Pearson tipped it, but it goes wide. Back to the point. Schmidt back to Ennis. Pearson. High shot again. Smith missed the puck, but it missed the net. Hits the ref, and that will allow Carr to cover up the puck. Gets it out to Hopkins. Hopkins back, tries to get it back to Carr, but Myers will intercept. Myers then chips it up to Gaudette. Back to Myers. Myers gets the line, and the Canucks will back it off. Myers across to Schmidt. Schmidt fires a shot, just misses the wide side, and it will go out of the zone. Myers going to chase it back, but will end the Vancouver power play. So the Oilers kill off the power play. McDavid giving Schmidt problems. Schmidt coughs up the puck. Puljujarvi then comes in. Canucks send it in front of their own net, but they do recover. Sutter's going to take it out as far as center, over the blue line. A shot in, and Smith guides that into the corner. Russell tries to get it. Smith will tip it, slow the puck down so that Jones can pick it up. Jones sends it across to Russell. Russell back to Jones. He gets the line. Off a skate, and they'll have to turn back. Russell's got it back onto his own blue line. Slowly up. Tries a centering pass. Puljujarvi will slow it down for Draisaitl. Draisaitl will take it in the corner. They'll send it across. Ennis now has it in the near point. Sends a shot towards the net. It gets tipped by Puljujarvi, but they still get Demko still got it. Nurse walks the line, then sends it around deep. They let it go, and it goes all the way to Draisaitl, who sends it across to McDavid, who just can't get a handle on the puck again. Draisaitl sends it, or Nurse sends it around to Draisaitl, who lets it go. Puljujarvi then gets it. It goes up off the glass. This is the best Edmonton shift in a while. McDavid's got it. He's trying to walk through people, but he loses the puck. He did try to go through like 4 people, though. Nurse hands it off to Ennis. There is a delayed penalty, though. Gives it back to McDavid. McDavid hands it back off. The extra attacker is on, and McDavid has it. McDavid sends it back to Ennis. Sends it across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to Ennis. Throws it around behind him to McDavid, but that Chason will get it. He sends it across. McDavid tries a quick shot, but it goes into the corner. Now McDavid will circle back, sends it across Draisaitl. He has to settle it down so he doesn't get a quick shot. Chason now. Chason back to the point. Ennis. Ennis has got it. He's going to walk in, gets the hash mark, and sends it towards the net, and the Canucks finally touch the puck, and they will get charged with a slashing call. That will send Edmonton to their first power play. And see if Edmonton can have a little more luck on the power play than Vancouver did. Again, very good game. Very exciting. I'm enjoying myself. Hope you guys are too. I just like having people to watch the game with. That's nothing. That's all I like. Alright, so it's 1814. Update this one. We're on commercial break here. Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my ranking videos are at that. See that user one shift at a time. I'm only using this account until my Streamlabs, because I bought the monthly pass and I put it up to this account. Idiot. So I have to wait till the month ends and then I'll hook it up because I did not want to use Twitch. But yeah, if you go to that one shift at a time, and I'll have so far I have 4 power ranking videos weekly. I have a goal horn ranking one, what's the other one? A logo ranking one, and I'm currently working on a scoreboard ranking video. But yeah, it's that one shift at a time. It's got the same logo as my logo down below because I know it's so hard to search through YouTube sometimes to find a guy with 7 followers. But if you follow them too, obviously you'll get the notifications. Alright, looks like we're back. JT Miller is gonna go for slashing. I wish I could. I just see your chat down there. I don't get it like YouTube. I could send a link in the YouTube chat to it. Alright, the Canucks, big surprise, win the face-off and send it all the way down. So Oilers will bring it back in, and this will break the line, send it into the corner, and he will fight Edler for it. Edler will come up with it and send it right back down the ice. It's a bouncing puck, so Smith has to handle it with care. And he's going to hold on to the puck and just hands it off to Draisaitl nicely. Draisaitl's got Beagle on him. Draisaitl gets past him, gets as far as center, and then drops the puck for McDavid, who's coming in with speed. Coming out on the outside, and drops it back for Nugent Hopkins, who can't handle the puck, and it goes back to Barry. Barry to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins back to Barry. Barry across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's shot, or it's chipped out, and it looks like Nugent Hopkins is going to have to go back for it. 59 seconds remaining. Oh, awesome. Glad he found it. I'll have to. The Oilers give it away, and Hamannik comes in all along, and a great save by Smith. And now they're going to have to come back out. McDavid's going to bring it to the line, gives it off to Draisaitl, uses his shoulder to muscle past Sutter, sends the puck behind the net to McDavid, who's going to walk out in front, sends the shot wide, and it's going to go into the crowd. Yeah, that's where I'm going to do all my videos, and once my Streamlab account ends, which should be pretty soon here, when I do the new one, it'll be on that account, so I can do Twitch and stream on that one. It's weird because I didn't even make a new account. It's just like a different channel on my account, so it's kind of stupid that it won't let me use it. It's not like I'm a different username. It's like my same email, same Google account, but whatever. Oilers control. Draisaitl's got it down low. He sends a floater over Ben, but Nugent Hopkins can't settle it down. Again, Draisaitl's got it. Using his size to shield the puck off from Nate Schmidt. Sends it back. Now McDavid has it on the near point. Sends it back to Nurse. Nurse back over to Draisaitl. 2 seconds left. Penalty is over, but that doesn't mean the Oilers aren't still pressing. Puljujarvi takes a couple whacks at the puck from the shot. Now McDavid has it. He tried a fancy move, but he gets the puck knocked off his stick. He is able to hold the puck in on the line, though, and now Beagle is able to clear it. Sutter will intercept at center, tries to send it deep to Miller. Miller's going to chase Nurse down. And Nugent Hopkins almost gives it away to Pettersson. He does give it away to Besser, sends it across to Pettersson, who's going to draw the penalty. Geethon Haas had his stick just in his feet, and you have your stick in the guy's feet, and he goes down on a chance like that, you're getting a penalty, unfortunately. It's just like, this is almost exactly the McDavid call that the Oilers got called against them. He had his feet moving, a stick got in near his feet, and that's a penalty every time. You can't have your stick in near the people's blades. That's gonna. Yeah. So now the Canucks are back on the power play. Nobody's had any luck on the power play. This is the third power play of the game, second for the Canucks. Both teams are obviously 1-0 or 0-1. Carr is going to take the draw, and he wins it, but the Canucks got in behind him, and Miller will backhand it to the point. Pettersson has it, and he's going to send it back to Hughes. Hughes will send it across to Ben. Ben takes a shot, then takes a shot, and it goes into the corner. Pettersson back to Hughes at the point. Hughes across to Ben again. Backhands it, and a quick shot from the point. Besser controls it. They try and send it across to Pettersson. He'll have to take it off the boards. Back to Pettersson. Pedersen's going to walk in a bit. Gets the guy to go down on his knees, then gives it back to Hughes. He bent across from the other side. That shot's blocked by Larson, and it gets knocked up. Kara will bank it off the wall and out, so the Oilers will get a change. Pettersson circling back and trying to catch the Oilers, but it's too late. Oilers have their change done. Pettersson is in the corner. He hands it off. Now Miller loses the puck, and Yamamoto will send chase. And now the Canucks are going to come back in with 58 seconds left. Hughes brings it across the line. He's going to bring it in all the way by himself, circling around the net, tries to send it out. There's no Canucks there, all Oilers. Pettersson can't hold the line, so the Canucks will have to regroup. Ben to Hughes to Pettersson. Pettersson is the one that breaks across the line, drops it off to Miller, tries to move it the line, almost loses the puck, but then does get it to Pettersson. Pettersson down below, but Besser can't hold the puck, and Russell will backhand it all the way down the ice. Demko will slow it down, and Hughes will stop behind his own net. Carr is giving him problems as he comes up, and then they send it right back down low, and then deep. Smith out to stop the puck behind his own net, and he fires it all the way down the ice himself. Schmidt will recover, pass it off to Myers, but that will end the penalty. So now 3 power plays with no goals. Myers comes in and just rifles one just a little high. Goes off and collects it. Now Pearson's got it on the high board, sends it down below. Canucks still controlling. Scottette sends across a pass. He'll get his own. It was almost give and go. It wasn't meant to go to him. And Hoglander tries to send it out to Pearson. Goes to the line, but Myers will take a shot. It is blocked. Haas will send it off the wards to Draisaitl. 2-on-1. Draisaitl sends it across to McDavid. They try to get it back to Draisaitl, but it will get blocked. And now the Canucks will come out. Myers is going to send it up. Hoglander loses the puck, and the Oilers will send Nugent Hopkins down low, and it goes off the post. They're going to have to look at that. That looked either at both posts. I don't know. It came off that post weird. But there's a high stick and a fight, and Puljujarvi just got popped a couple times in the face by Roussel, but he didn't drop his gloves or anything. But he did. He's feeling that. He went right off to the boards, or he went right off to the bench holding his face. So that, I imagine, will be a Vancouver Canuck penalty. He dropped the guy gloves and just started pounding Puljujarvi in the face, who's now bleeding in the bench from his nose. That was a double poster, crossbar post, and in and out. I assume they haven't even announced anything, but I assume that this will be 2 minutes for roughing. Power play for the Oilers when we return. Probably McDavid's speed. The guy is insanely fast. Patterson's shot, since we're watching this game, that guy has so much power behind his shot. Ovechkin's ability to see the play and be in the right place at the right time. I don't know, is that an ability? He sure is though. I don't know how Ovechkin does it too. That's the thing that just blows my mind. Like everyone knows who he is. It's not a secret. Everyone knows where he goes to score. It's not a secret. But yet, there he is, wide open in that spot. Almost every time. It's scary how often he's just sitting there. But that's 3. I'd like stick handling. Who do you think's the best stick handler? If you were to stick handler slash puck controller, we'll say. We're back from commercial. This guy, I don't know. Oh yeah, he's bleeding from the nose. Good, he got popped. So yeah, Roussel will get a 2-minute roughing penalty, and RV will get looked at by the medic. He's getting his nose plugged. Let's put the power play back on. Oilers control. Draisaitl sends it back to the point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got the wrong button there. That's good enough for that. Draisaitl with a big shot and another huge save by Demko. Good enough. Yeah. They're both pretty amazing. Yeah, and Kane just keeps going. And Barry, they're both getting older and they both can still do it. That's the only thing I miss about the All-Star Weekend is the skills competition. I actually like that part. I hate the game, but I like the skills competition. Like just watching the guys like fire off on those targets, like bam, 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 bam. It's really just awe-inspiring. Canucks. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Barry takes a shot. Nugent Hopkins tips it, but it goes wide. Draisaitl will recover. Minute 20 left. Canucks will control. They try and send it out, but they only get it as far as center before McDavid intercepts. McDavid weaving through center, breaking across the line. Canuck that broke his stick has managed to get his new one. Now Draisaitl's got it in his usual spot along the wall. He's still controlling, trying a pass to the D. It will get popped up. Barry will have to take it back as far as center. He's trying to backhand it to McDavid, but Miller's all over him. Finally, McDavid comes himself to the near wall where he's free. McDavid will go all the way up, sends it down low to Nugent Hopkins, tries to send it across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl fans on the shot just wide. Draisaitl now controls. Sends it back to the point. McDavid, who's circling back in. He has to turn back. Sends it back to the port where Barry will take it. Back to McDavid. McDavid tries to send it across to Draisaitl, but will get intercepted by the Canucks, who send it up off the glass and out. Barry takes it back as far as his own blue line. 25 seconds remaining. McDavid takes it to the line. Off Myers' skates, but it does break the line. McDavid will chase it down behind the net. It goes through and by. Draisaitl now will send it back to Barry at the point. Barry putting it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl sends it down low. It should be Pugliarvi. He's still getting his face fixed up, though, I guess. Sorry, that's Nugent Hopkins. Sends it down. Draisaitl can't get it over our man. The penalty is officially over, but the Canucks are still penned in their own zone. Barry sends it down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl sends it down to Nugent Hopkins. Again, Myers blocks the centering pass. Draisaitl's going to pinch, but Besser hits him and sends it to the center. McDavid intercepts and gives it to Draisaitl, who gives it right back to McDavid. It goes off the post. And they've blown the whistle. There's a face-off. It looks like the puck came off. Demko went right up to the post to make that save. And it looks like he must have pumped the... Yeah, exactly. I always just feel sorry for the poor goalies too. Like, it's the skills competition, and then they just get left out to dry. Like, oh, they're 12-4. I mean, each goalie only plays a period, I guess, but still, it's a good thing they all have a good laugh and stuff. But did that go in? I don't know. McDavid sure thinks that went in. No. It's because Demko hit the net though at the same time. I almost thought, that's why I said they're going to have to look at it, but watching it again in the super slow-mo, it does hit the bottom of the bar. It's just Demko, his foot hit the net at the exact same time. So they're going to have a look at it. It's a minute 51 seconds left in the period, but Unless they're seeing something drastically different. To me, it looks clear from both angles that they showed. Yeah, and that was a quick review. They're going back here right away. The puck never crossed the line. We have no goal. Yeah, I think it was clear, but you can't blame McDavid. He saw it in live time speed. He points down, of course. Of course, he's like, oh yeah, that went in. Yeah. Demko's like, well, you could have just asked me. I could have told you it wasn't in. I love when the refs and the goalie have a good chuckle. And McDavid slams the stick. And he says, "This is effing BS." You don't need to be a master lip reader for that one. That was pretty clear. All right, Kara's gonna go in and take the face off with Miller against Miller, and Miller's gonna win it. Myers will control behind his own net. He sends it up to Besser. Besser will send it across. Hughes back to Myers off his skate. He can't control it, so the Canucks will, or Oilers will take over. They get it in as far as the line, but then they're turned back. Gets sent all the way down, and behind the net, Myers gets checked, and he'll get a back pass. He's got two guys on it. He's got Kara and Archibald on him. And Pedersen will flip it up very high. The bouncing puck will get controlled by Bouchard, who sends it up to Kara. Kara gets the line, brings it down near the hash marks, tries a backhand from a bad angle. Demko can't initially hold the rebound, but once it drops to the ground, he easily grabs it. Kara's beard is in full playoff form already. That's jealousy. Guy grows a great beard. Some of the kids grow such amazing beards. Alright, so face off in Canucks zone, and again the Canucks kick it back, but Chason is the recipient of it. Rosel's in the corner, gets it back to Chason. Chason will put it back to the point. Larson will send it in, and it goes all the way around. I think the Canucks could have got a penalty there, and then the Oilers also could have got an elbowing penalty. Haas takes a point shot. I'm nice to see that they let those both go. Loose puck behind the net. It's in the skates. No one's really controlling. Chason maybe comes out with it. No, it's still being fought for. Finally, it gets kicked forward. Ben's going to come and circle back. He's still being harassed. He tried to put it back to another Canuck, but Haas will intercept. Haas will send it to the far corner where Beagle will have to circle back for it. And tries to get it to Virtanen, but looks like it was McDavid intercepted that. Now Puljujärvi's going to pinch on the boards. Virtanen now controls. He's got Virtanen and Puljujärvi and Nugent Hopkins draped all over him. Now McDavid's in there too, all three Oilers, and it looks like they're finally going to blow the whistle as the puck wasn't moving. Oh, and also they blew the whistle because the period was over. That's probably the main reason. Yes. Yes, I agree. There's certain players that can channel their anger well. I think McDavid's getting better at the thing I hated the most when he first joined the league is his absolutely seemed lack of emotion. Like, you guys just lost for the 10th time. It's good. Or you just won, you just scored a goal. Yeah. Right, like it just seemed like he was so emotionless. But I think he's improved on that a lot. And but he also, you're right, with the not scoring when he's mad. I like that Kane one too, where it wasn't it Austin Matthews and Kane, where I think Austin Matthews scored and he was like, whoa, and then Kane's like, screw you, and he went right back down there and scored and he did the thing back. Yeah, absolutely. I love when a person can channel that anger in the right way. Definitely. Just in our commercial break again. This has been the only game going since it started, so nothing to jump over to. But now that it is intermission, I will Probably take a quick five or so minutes here. And I will be back well before the game starts. But first period definitely was all the scoring. Second period is still good action. Let's see what the third brings here shortly. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. Hey guys, need strong. Yeah, the Oilers definitely need a good start, I think. It's unfortunate that Smith had that rough start, but I can see them bouncing back. I would never count the Oilers out, especially only down two. It has seemed that McDavid's just a little off tonight. I can't see him still having that problem though. Not for the third period. I know. I think you're right about the Sabres, so I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah, I would love to see Eichel play for someone else. Uh, Underrated player. I don't know. Let's see. I used to like Brady Kachuk, but he's not underrated anymore. He's the star coming out in Ottawa. Him and Stützle are having a good party there. Oh, I see so much of the Canadian division or the North division. It's hard. I wish I got to see more of the other teams. Like, because most of the players that, if I've heard about them, they're not underrated, obviously. It's the timing. I can watch pretty much any game I can, but for some reason I watch a lot of the West games and a lot of the North because unfortunately by the time I get off work the other games are already over slash in the second or third period. I'm trying to look at teams to see what I can think of. I definitely think that unfortunate goal that Smith allowed, that first one from the bad angle when he was in the right position. He had his pads down, his blocker on the ice, but it went in. And then again, the second goal was tipped in by an Oiler. Was it Barry or Ennis? I think it was Ennis that tipped it in. Uh, yeah, that's gonna get you. And then the third goal, Pedersen fanned on the first shot. Smith was already sprawled out, and then tapped that rebounded. And I just think it was a bunch of unlucky bounces more than anything. I think if the Canucks didn't get those, it is a 1-1 game probably, because they're not gonna not get any of them. Like the tipped point shot that happens so often in the NHL. That's gonna happen no matter what. But the other two, perhaps like that first one, I don't know how that happened. So we'll say maybe it's at least 2-1, which is I'd be petrified to only be up by one on the Oilers going into the third. That is not a position you want to be in. All they have to do is get the puck to a streaking McDavid, and the game's like tied. So at least 3-1 gives them a little bit of a buffer, but they can't keep giving the Oilers power plays either, especially really stupid ones like that last one. I forget who it was, but he dropped the gloves on Puljujärvi when Puljujärvi wasn't gonna fight. Like, I don't know if they were talking, and I don't know. Puljujärvi's English isn't great. Maybe he said, "Do you want to effing go, man?" And he said yes, and they didn't or something. But it seemed like he just it doesn't really seem like that's what Puljujärvi is about. He seemed really shocked to have eaten a knuckle sandwich and to be bleeding out of the face. So that was a really stupid penalty. My team takes so many stupid penalties though, so we all know about that. Like the worst is when you're near the end of the game and they throw the puck out like a delay a game from your own zone. Oh, and you're like, oh yeah, just what they needed. They're pressing us to tie, and now we're giving them a power play. Oh, that's great. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The Oilers cannot afford to come out slow at the beginning of the third. That is definitely the key. I think McDavid was definitely. I think, yeah, as I said, he was struggling the first, I'd say, period and a half. He was definitely finding it at the end there. A couple of those were power play opportunities, but you could definitely see it was starting to click Like early in the game, the puck went off his skates. He bumped into Nugent Hopkins at center ice. It was just, he seemed like a step off, and he definitely seems that he's picked it up. Kachuk roughing. I'm. Was that the fight where they got the roughing? I had the game on, but I was dealing with my kids. I saw like most of the goals and stuff, and then I saw that fight, and then he lost some teeth. But I'm assuming I would never. I always assume if a Kachuk's involved, that it's probably he deserved whatever he got. They have a certain skill of getting under the skin of opponents. Reminds me of like a Theron Fleury or a Cliff Ronning. Like these, especially I always think of like the really small guys too, where they are always just jerks. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you have to, if you play that way, you're gonna get punched in the face and lose some teeth sometime. And that's if you're not ready for that, and if you can't take that, then you shouldn't be doing it. So I'm surprised when I was looking earlier through the power penalty killing or penalty minute leaders, how low Matthew Kachuk is. Brady's got a couple more. That was probably a lot due tonight though. What was that? Probably 7. I think he got. But when you get 2 goals and an assist, that's okay. That's pretty close to what's that like a Gordie Howe hat trick, isn't that? Just a penalty, a goal, and an assist. So I mean, you got that. I hope they do some later Penguin games. I'd love to watch some of those Penguin games. I work at a place where in a restaurant, so I can have the game on slightly, but obviously I can't pay attention to it. So I had the Washington Pittsburgh game on today, but can't glean anything really except for you see, oh hey, they scored. But it looks like things are coming together there for sure. I obviously watch all the highlights. If I have time, I like to watch on the NHL the extended highlights. But they're sometimes like 8 or 9 minutes each. So oh no, I have no problems. Pro Oilers. I am not. I didn't grow up in Alberta, so I'm not like a huge Battle of Alberta person for the rivalry. I actually dislike the Canucks way more than I hate the Oilers. If you go from way back, because I'm from BC, and where I grew up, everyone was a Canucks fan. So. But as that was me as a kid, the older I am, the less I care. I like as probably Vancouver the least still, but I'm well past that. I can cheer for them. If they in 2010, I still hadn't come around to that, so I still was not cheering for them on their run. Especially because they went up against Boston, who I like Boston too. But I think at this point I could swallow it and be like, okay, I'll cheer for any Canadian team if they actually make the final, just because it's been since 1993 and it hurts. We need the Stanley Cup. I can't believe we've won like 2 World Series, MLB titles, freaking the basketball title, and all in the time that we can't win a freaking Stanley Cup. Supposedly a sport we're supposed to be good at. Now, obviously, economics plays a factor, but I think the teams have pretty good like equality that way. It's more just if you can if you got to choose to live in Winnipeg or let's see, I think Dallas. You don't even, there's no sales tax in Dallas, right? Like or in Texas, so live in a nice place and not pay taxes on your income, right? Like those are some pretty nice perks. All right, are we finally getting back there? So, a minute 12 seconds left in the intermission. So we are definitely getting close. Yeah, they're showing Pedersen in his first games just hitting the post. He led the league in posts. I remember when I was watching him in a Montreal game earlier this season, that stat came up. He led the league in posts. And they're finally starting to go in. Yeah, he has 9 posts this season. The next closest, well, they say 8 and then 9 in question marks. I don't know why that's in question marks because I don't have the sound on, but the next closest is 4. But it looks like he's finding the inside now, the inside of the net. Oh yeah, that's probably that one in Winnipeg that started off. Now they're showing all, including the one from tonight. He won the face-off on his goal too. All right, here we are, ready to drop the puck on the third period. We got the Draisaitl line, and Draisaitl wins the face-off. And it goes behind the net. Demko will cut it off and send it around Hughes, who will chip it up. And it gets knocked back in. Ben now sends it behind his own net to Hughes. Hughes back to Ben. Up off his own boards. And the Canucks will break out. Miller tries to send it back, but it gets turned around back to Pedersen, who puts it to Hughes. Hughes will drop it for Besser. Besser, shot from the point, gets deflected in front, but it goes wide. Now Draisaitl hits a Yamamoto with speed. Has to stop and wait. Gives it off to Haas. Back to Draisaitl. Gives a move to his backhand. Quick shot and a save by Demko. The rebound gets knocked loose. I thought it was going to get frozen, and it goes across to the Cahoon, and Cahoon scores. So the Draisaitl. This is the strong start they needed. We said they needed a strong start. There it is. Cahoon. I'm actually surprised. I want to see like how that puck didn't get loose, because oh no, it did get knocked loose. Demko never had it. The ref was on the right side, so he saw that the puck was never fully covered. From the camera angle, it looked like it was covered. But there you go. Cahoon had the whole net to look at. He's not going to miss a shot like that. There you go. And just like that, you're in the spot I was saying you don't want to be in, and that's only up 1 on the Oilers, and they still have 19 minutes to work with. So that's Cahoon's second goal of the night. He's got them both. Pearson breaks the line, tries a cross pass, but Draisaitl or Nugent Hopkins will send it up to Puljujarvi. McDavid's got it now in the corner. Besser will fight him along the boards, and McDavid will still come away with it. Gives it off to Nugent Hopkins. Shot by Barry. That might have hit a post. And now McDavid's going to poke it back to the line, but the Canucks will get a stick on it to just get it out. Barry holds the line till they get onside, then sends it deep. Schmidt's going to take it out. McDavid's chasing him, but he's going to go off on a break. Canucks are coming in low. Bad angle shot. Smith has to be wary. It went off his mask there. Pedersen, or Hulievi. Sorry. Shot from a bad angle. Smith again has to be good, and the rebound from a falling Gaudette took a shot, and again Smith saved it. Now Yamamoto is going to come in on a long lean pass, or sorry, that's Archibald, and gives it off to Kara. Kara sends it behind the net to Ennis. Back to Kara. Kara puts it to the point. Now Bouchard sends a puck. It's tipped into the corner, and the Canucks will backhand it as far as the point, but the Oilers will hold the zone. Bouchard, shot. Oh, wow. The Oilers almost tied there. The Oilers are buzzing right now. Bouchard sends it across. Kara stops the puck. And Gaudette now shoots it behind his own net. That was a weird shot. Like, that was quite a shot. And Meyer will send it across down to Sutter. Sutter backhands it. They still don't clear it. Haas holds it at the line. Gets it down to Chara. Chara tries to make a move, but Sutter's going to control. Sutter again gives the puck away, but they'll have to regroup as Haas just let it go out of the line. He's going to chase it in. Myers does a backhand. Virtanen's got it along the boards. The Canucks just cannot clear the zone. They finally do, and they're going to get a change. As the Oilers will cycle it down low. Larson back to Russell. Russell over the blue line. Gets it up top. Draisaitl will chase. Hughes will now send it across, and it will get out after it's tipped up. Russell sends the point right to the blue line. The Oilers will have to turn back as no one was with them. And giveaway by the Canucks to Draisaitl, and then they get the puck back. Ben over to Miller. Miller up to streaking Peterson. Pedersen shot in on Smith, and Smith will hold it on. Shots are even now, 23 apiece. Yes, we do have a game. Face off ready here. They got Miller versus Draisaitl. Miller's kicked out. Pedersen will price him. Pedersen, it was in their feet, and Yamamoto came out and got it. And there was a stick in it. I was gonna say, because I didn't see the penalty right away, I was like, wow, he got a stick right in his feet, and didn't know call, but there's definitely a call as Yamamoto was tripped up by Edler. So with 15:46 remaining, you're gonna send a very lethal power play to work. And this is what the Oilers needed. A quick goal to start it, and then now a power play. So Draisaitl's going to take the draw. Chase on out there, McDavid out there. They get it back to Nurse at the point. Nurse sends it to Nugent Hopkins. Oh, yeah, you saw that like a mile away. McDavid puts it in the wide open net, and it is a tie game. That was a tic-tac-toe play. You can't give the Oilers power play this many chances. McDavid is going to make you pay, and there it is. Yeah, Draisaitl won it to the point. And Nurse gave it to Nugent Hopkins, who put it down low, who put it over to Draisaitl, who put it to McDavid. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, he had as much of a wide open net as Cahoon had on the last one. And the Oilers are rolling now. This is exactly what the Canucks did not want, and exactly what the Oilers did want. So how will the Canucks respond? Or are the Oilers able to maintain the pressure? Well, McDavid is rocking right in and just threw it right off the crossbar, down and out. He almost put the game up right there. Holy smokes. No, you can't. Absolutely not. Especially now that McDavid's feeling it. There's no off McDavid anymore. You don't get More, I guess. I thought you don't get more than a period, but they got a period and a half. He took the first period and a half off, but he is flying out there right now. And that's how you know McDavid's on, is just wherever the puck is, it's just he's actually already there. That's the scary thing about when he's on. You're like, wait a minute, he was at the top over there. No, no, he's down low with the puck now. Alright, so it's deep all the way down, and that will actually be an icing against the Oilers. Puck will come all the way back. And with 14:33 remaining, we have a brand new hockey game. Yeah, that shot went off the crossbar. Right through his legs, right off the crossbar. That would have been like 2 goals in 20 some seconds. And then obviously he'd walk in for the natural, because that's what McDavid does. He's scary good. Kara wins the face-off back to Barry. Barry sends it across, and he gets a return pass. Oh my god, he almost misplayed that. Smith had to watch it, but now Barry's going to come out. Miller puts the stick on him, so he fires it in. Demko's going to stop it behind the net to get a good feel for the puck. After the last couple have gone in, he probably wants a save or two just to get a little confidence back. Hughes is going to retrieve the pass that was almost cut off. Smith will stop behind the net for Nurse. Nurse sees Haas streaking, but can't hit him. And it does negate the icing though, but the Canucks are coming back. They send it in deep, but they're going to send it in from too far, the wrong side of center. And that's Antoine Roussel again, the guy that got the penalty against Pugliarvi. Basically, the hockey version of sucker punching a guy. And here we are, 13:42 remaining, and McDavid is going to take the draw. And he wins it to the open wing, and he'll just collect it himself. Now he's got it behind the net. Tries a sneaky back pass to Pugliarvi. Pugliarvi grabbed the puck down and brought it across in front of the net, but he can't nail it in. McDavid now in the corner. Tries a backhand pass, but it goes to Canucks. Canucks now flip it out. The Canucks need to do something because the Oilers got all the momentum now. Pugliarvi with drop pass from McDavid, who then in turn drops it for Barry. Barry loses it, and Roussel's going to throw it up super high, and it's going to go out of bounds, but it does hit the ice first. It was McEwen, sorry. It does hit the glass, so it will not be a penalty. Let's go Oilers indeed. They're rocking. I think the Oilers are like, oh, it's the Canucks. We'll just spot them 2 periods here. Even in the third, they're like, okay, let's just put a stop to them. Don't let them get too far. So I just kept them at 3-1, playing with them. But it is still technically a tie game here, but it sure, with the momentum, feels... I feel worrisome if you're a Vancouver fan, I think. As I said during the break, though, if you're up 3-1 on McDavid and the Oilers, that's a scary place to be in, no matter what. Until there's like 10 seconds left, you're still worried. You're 30 seconds, oh man, they could still do this. Oh, nice. That's hilarious. What's that, IKEA, I think, or something? I don't know where the wife got it, but it's handy. Definitely strikes me as an IKEA thing. No, actually, it's pretty solid wood. It's probably too solid wood to be hiking. I don't know. We're definitely in commercial. Yeah, that's crazy. What a game. Who would have called Cahoon with 2 goals leading the Canuck or Oiler comeback here? McDavid capping it off. Yeah. Well, that definitely, as I said, probably means it's not IKEA if it's less than 15 years. Oilers are looking identical. Both 21 saves, 3 goals against for an 875 save percentage. Alright, we're back. Oilers win the face-off, and they're going to break out. They're going to be offside, so they're going to hold back. Yeah, they didn't quite. Draisaitl didn't quite wait long enough. I often think, like I said about McDavid, how earlier he didn't show a lot of emotion. I find that Draisaitl's like that too, but it's almost expected. Again, I don't. It's not racist, I hope, because I am German too. But you expect a German to be a little more like that, a little more holding his emotions close to himself. And whereas I don't know, McDavid's a Canadian boy and he's the best of the world, so I don't know. You just expect more of like how Sidney Crosby or Ovechkin. You talk about a guy that loves to score, and you just see him light up when he scores. And again, he's Russian, right? So you'd think. So I guess, yeah, you can't assume anything. So the Canucks are trying to put him out a little bit of pressure, but Haas will chip it up into his own boards there. So with 12:05, we'll have a face-off just outside the Oilers' zone. Are they showing posts? Yeah, I know McDavid hit that post earlier, and this post. It's like if McDavid didn't hit those 2 posts, he's had a hat trick already. Sweet. Awesome. So you agree though? They're usually a little more stern, but yeah, Draisaitl's definitely, unless it's a very important goal. High pass kicked in, and Canucks will knock it out. Kewen sends it on the boards. Virtanen loses the puck, and Russell will send it up. Looks at the line. They call it not offside. It was very close. Carr's got it now in the corner. Carr still got it. Sends it down out to the point. Then they send it back in. Bad angle shot's going to go all the way around to the point. Larson will keep it in. Coming all the way around. This guy is like leg lifted, but no call. Myers finally will flip it up and out of harm's way. And we haven't had a shot since that last commercial break. Russell now controls behind his own net, puts it off to Larson. Larson sends up to Puljujarvi, who tries to hit a streaking McDavid, but the Canucks will take over. The Canucks then go for a change, so Puljujarvi will get it. There is 10 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. And the Canucks are finally controlling, but they send it across and Barry will intercept. Barry sends it out. Schmidt will grab it, sends it across. Hughes will have to get it off the boards, drags it through his skates. He's getting harassed by Nugent Hopkins and Nurse, but he comes out and a shot from a bad angle. Then Edler will send one across. It also misses. Smith holds the line, and the Canucks still control. Looks like now finally Puljujarvi will stop at the line, dishes off to Barry. Barry will bring it up to the blue line. Crosses in. He meant to give it to Nugent Hopkins, but Nugent Hopkins thought he was going to take it himself, so now Edler will bring it out. Besser knocks it up against the wall. He will win a battle and tries to do a short side puck comes out front, but the Oilers are able to control the puck. It looks like Larson will send it up. Hughes almost gave it away, but gives it up to Besser. Besser loses the puck then to Nurse. It's now getting chopped at in the neutral zone. Yamamoto sends it in, but Hughes will control on behind his own net. Tries a pass and almost intercepts the pass going around, but Besser will get it. Besser crosses the line, and then Russell will poke it off his stick. They try a centering pass. Ben was in all by himself. Now Besser's in the center. Drop pass. Meyer, slap shot from the point. Mike Smith kicks it out. Draisaitl and Haas are fighting up against the boards against Miller and Hughes. And the Oilers win the battle, but the Pass is intercepted by Hughes, and now Myers brings it in the side. He'll just drop it in, and the Canucks will go for a change. Only Sutter chasing. Bouchard will send it across. Now Haas down on the bottom side with speed. Tries to work the outside. He's going for the hat trick, but he just sends a weak shot towards the net. Demko will hold on for the whistle as he tumbles into the corner, and we will go for a break. And with 8 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the third, it's a tie game, and it has really turned into a game. I mean, it's always been a good game. But the goals have come back. The goals kind of disappeared in the second period a bit, and they are back. But unfortunately for the Canucks, they are all for the Oilers at this point. Give it the Canucks do though. They have fought back after that second one, but the from the start of the third to the first goal, all Oilers. From the first or the second goal technically, and from the second goal to the third goal, all Oilers. But now, at least the Canucks are showing some pushback. Just don't go to overtime, right? That's what every other team in the North is saying. So many games again, like tonight, didn't half of them at least went to overtime. 1, 2 didn't. 3 did. So if this one does, it'll be 4 out of 6 go to overtime. That's too many loser points being handed out. That's for sure. Yeah, Cahoon with 4, and then of course you see McDavid right below him with 13. But I could see that Cahoon line getting a lot of ice time because they've been playing very well, and I couldn't see them not trying to give it up to Cahoon to get that hat trick, because I don't think he's got one. I know some stats, but I don't know that many stats that much. Alright, we're finally back, and it's going to be McDavid versus Horvat in the face-off circle, and Horvat's going to win it back. Schmidt behind his own net, and he almost gives it away, and McDavid's like, no, I am going to take that, and oh wow, Puljujarvi, he's had a couple chances this game, and he just can't pull the trigger. Horvat now is going to send it in down low. Hoglander behind his own net, or behind the Mike Smith. He gets dragged down, but it looks like he fell a little too easy. They're not going to call Barry for that. And now Puljujarvi will send it up to Nurse, who sends it down behind the net. The Canucks will send it back up as far as the line and out. Horvat dekes around Barry. He's got it way all the way in. Big save by Smith. Game-saving save by Smith. And McDavid got his pocket picked, and then like the two Canucks skated right past that puck too. Nugent Hopkins is going to break the line. Tries to send it back, but it's going to be nobody at the line. So now Nugent Hopkins got it in his skate. Tries to kick it up to Puljujarvi, but there's a little miscommunication there. So Gaudette has it now in the corner, and they'll send it around. A high bouncer. Smith didn't know where it was for a while. Even I was trouble tracking it. And Ben has it sent around. Quick shot from Sutter. Rebound. Sent towards the net. Oh wow, Gaudette couldn't get it in there, but that was a great chance. Now the Canucks have definitely tilted the ice a little. Another shot. Rebound. Smith snags it up. Oh, you're very welcome. I just enjoy watching the game, and if you guys want to come join me, and always welcome. I try to get better every week. The only way I'll do it is keep practicing, so thanks for you guys being patient with me as well. But yes, the Oilers' bad start seems to be in the rearview mirror. Smith's shakiness seems to be gone, and the Canucks have picked up since that third goal. So the Canucks win the face-off, and now they can't control the zone, so they'll have to peel back. And now they send it all the way around. Smith body checks the boards to stop the puck. He is a really good puck handler. That is one of, as I said, his best assets, but also scary as a fan because sometimes he gives it away. All right, now the Oilers have it behind their own the net. Larson, he's gonna walk in, take a shot. It's deflected and scores. The Oilers have just taken their first lead of the game, and even though the Canucks were playing well, it doesn't matter because the scoreboard. Yeah, they were up to 29 shots, so they were leading the shots. But Ennis is just going to tip it home. And just like that, the Oilers score 3 quickies to score there. It goes off Kara's shin, off Ennis's skate, in. But there's no way that's a kicking motion. That's a good goal. So the Canucks really need to do something now. Haas steals the puck though. Haas is going to do a sneak around the net, quick shot, and Demko had to be quick, or else it was almost going to be 5-3. 6:20 remaining, and the third period is definitely been all Oilers. Pressure's been there as of late. The Canucks had a good pushback, but on the scoreboard, it's all Oilers. Alright, so Haas is going to take the face-off against Sutter. To the left to Demko. Haas wins it. But they're gonna redo it. I don't know why. The refs like to grab power sometimes. So still, did they kick someone out? Yeah, they kicked out Haas, so I don't know. They must not have liked that for some reason. So Ennis' second goal from Kara and Larson. Chason's fighting with Myers in the corner. Hughes is going to get it on the near side, and he's going to backhand it back to Myers behind his own net. Myers brings it up. He's going to get forced back. Hughes still is only just now crossing his blue line. As the Canucks chip it in, they get a fortuitous bounce. Shot from the point, and Smith's got it. Smith with the glove hand. Saw it all the way. It looks like they're going to go to another commercial break with 5:53 remaining. In a crazy game. It's been a good game. As they say, I'd rather it didn't go to overtime, but part of me, as someone who doesn't cheer really for either of these teams, would like to see that, because it's been such a good game. But yeah, thanks, man. I have seen that. I should start doing that. I've seen other YouTubers doing that, and then people saying that in the comment, oh, that's for the new algorithm. So I do appreciate that. I should start to do that as well. Definitely starting to get more chat, which I like. Makes it a lot easier to fill commercial breaks and stuff when there's people to talk to. But yeah, as I say, I'm working on my scoreboard list there. So that's how so far that'll be my next rankings video, is the NHL scoreboards. I'll get kind of the basic ones out of the way, and then go on to the more intense ones, like your coaches. I definitely still want to get to that one. That's going to be a lot of research on that video to make some good points about all the different coaches in the league. No doubt. You got to see a great comeback. Yeah. This is the Oilers in shutdown mode is a scary thing. As well as being behind. There's the only thing scarier than being a couple goals behind the Oilers, or ahead of the Oilers, is being a couple goals behind the Oilers. They worked out the kinks, I think, from the beginning of the season, and I think a lot of teams are gonna have a lot of trouble. I think Toronto can give them a run. I think Winnipeg and certain times Calgary can, and I don't know. We'll see about Montreal. They're definitely on the slide. The Calgary team that showed up against Edmonton on whatever day that was, Saturday or Sunday, the 7-1 one, there's no chance. But if the team that shows up that played the Leafs shows up, then I think that could be a great game. I think Calgary at their best and Edmonton at their best is going to be awesome, and I'd love to see that anytime. Yeah, I'm. I think. I think Winnipeg's kicking themselves. I still don't understand why that wasn't. Yeah, Columbus. I knew what you meant. I don't understand why that wasn't like Roslovic shouldn't have been in that trade. It should have been a 1-for-1 trade, a third overall pick for a second overall pick, both who are struggling. There's no way Winnipeg can win this trade by giving up both those who are both doing well, and Columbus, I think, yeah, is blessed. I think that benching too for Laine might have been just exactly what he needed. Where they're like, we know you're a star, but we're not going to put up with your BS. We're all one team here, and it seems to have worked wonders. So, all right, so Puljujarvi's going to knock the puck out of the zone. We have 5 minutes 11 seconds left. Edler will chase down the puck on the side, gives a pass to Horvat. Shot goes wide. Edler can't hold the zone, so he's going to have to chase it back. But he's got McDavid on him, and McDavid picks his pocket, but he's able to hold on to the puck. Edler holds on to the puck. McDavid's so dangerous. All right, Hughes will backhand it behind his own net with McDavid all over him, too. See what I mean? What I was saying earlier. McDavid's on his game when wherever you look, there's McDavid. That's what's starting to happen right now. He's back checking here. Oh, no, he's forechecking over there. Oh, so Pettersson's going to break in. Tries a back pass, but there's all 5 Oilers are between the circles and the hash marks. They are in full lockdown mode. Yeah. It's still a weird look. Though, man, some of those reverse retros at the lately have been amazing. Like the Hartford and that Tahoe game with that Nordiques jerseys. Man, those were amazing. All right, 3:53 remaining. The Canucks are really up against it now. Schmidt tries a pass, but that's not going anywhere. Barry's going to intercept. Puts it over to Nurse. Nurse will try to headman at Haas. It'll just go on Demko. Demko backhands it and gives it away, but the Canucks are able to recover. Roussel will get as far as the line, sends it in on Smith, who has a little trouble with it, so he'll hold on. And finally, we have a little pushy and a little shovey after the whistle. This game has been far too nice for too long. You knew this was going to happen eventually. I believe this is the first time that these two teams have met since the season opening back to back, right? So maybe they're. Oh, Roussel gave Smith a little bit of snow. Yeah, and Nurse said, nah, not doing that to my goalie. 3:32 remaining, and we got the face-off. Oh, it looks like a little ice repair. Like they got fixed, net's back on. Draisaitl is going to go up to the face-off net. Looks like he's going against Bo Horvat, and Draisaitl will win. Russell will take it behind his own net and sends it up, but the pass doesn't connect, so Hughes will take over. And the Canucks are getting called for interference penalty. So with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left, the Edmonton Oilers, I left that power play up there from last time, are going back to the power play. And it was Yamamoto who didn't get to the puck, but yet Myers pinched him off and threw him to the ice. That's going to be a penalty when a guy doesn't have the puck. You can't do that. Tyler Myers, one of their best defensemen, one of their best penalty killers in the box. So Draisaitl will this time take the face-off against Sutter, and Sutter will win it. Edler will shoot it all the way down the ice on Smith. Smith easily stops it and just taps it off to Barry. Barry will take it behind his own net and then circle out. They're in no rush, but Draisaitl brings it up as far center. Hits headmans to Nugent Hopkins. They lose the puck though, and the Canucks quickly smack it back down the ice. Nurse collects behind his own net, and he's going to come across. And they'll just send it all the way down. That could be icing against the Oilers. It is actually icing against the Oilers. So a minute 26 seconds left on the power play, and we will have a face-off in the Oilers zone. The Canucks do have, I believe, 2 shorthanded goals this season. And let's see. I can't get to it that fast, but I know they at least got one against Calgary. I know that they've allowed 4. I think they've only scored 2. Anyway, the Oilers won the face-off, and they're going to break it out, so it does not look like we're going to have to worry about shorthanded stats anyway. High shot. Demko brings it down, and the Canucks quickly send it back out again. But all this icing and killing time is only working in the favor of the Oilers, who now only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Nugent Hopkins is going to come across all the way behind the net, puts it off to Draisaitl. Draisaitl pins it up against the goal. David, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins to close it out. But the Canucks will steal the puck, and Sutter's going to come out. He's going to try and go wide on Barry. Weak backhand sent towards the net. He's taken down, but the Oilers now control. McDavid takes it across center, across the blue line, just pins it up across the board. Edler comes in and gives him a hit. Schmidt and is going to fight for it. Miller comes away with it. He'll circle back as there's 16 seconds left in the penalty. He hits, I can't see who that is, sorry. And now Miller will cycle it back behind the own net. Darnell Nurse got it. He's fighting in the corner, sends it down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhand to Barry. Barry, as Yamamoto comes up finally out of his own zone and sends it all the way down the ice. There is now an empty Vancouver net, and Vancouver controls the puck in their own zone. Sends it across to Pettersson. Pettersson back. Besser backhands it around behind the net. Smith thought about going out to get it, but he wisely stayed in his goal. The Canucks hold the line. Hughes sends it down. Pettersson to Hughes. Hughes to Miller. Miller down to Besser. Besser tries to send it across. Schmidt just misses the puck, and Haas is fighting for it. Schmidt's going to have to come out, and now the Canucks only have 37 seconds to work with. They do regain the line, but they send it across. McDavid tapped down the puck as it's going across. Once again, Vancouver's going to have to circle back, but Nurse takes the puck. He's going to send it up to a flying Yamamoto, but Pearson will recover, and with 18 seconds left, Hughes has it in his own corner. This is their last gasp attempt here. They get it, and it's Miller who brings it across the blue line. He's hit from behind by Haas, and the Oilers will bank it up off the glass with 2-1-0. McDavid just misses the open net as the game comes to an end, and we have a final. The Canucks, who led for 46 minutes of the game, 47 minutes of the game, come up empty-handed and with no points. The Oilers, once again, great comeback. Yes, great Oilers win. That's the third period they needed. That was great. Vancouver is going to really be mad at themselves. They're really going to see this as one that got away, because they were winning the whole time. Draisaitl with 3 assists, your first star. Pettersson, a goal and assist for your second. And Cahoon with 2 goals, your third star. And that will do it. Can I get your reaction? Yeah. There's a Linus Allmark save earlier. I will have to see it. As I say, I did not see it, and I'm seeing you. Let's go watch. I will watch it right now. That was the Buffalo game, right?
As the Sabres try to stand up at the line, the Devils actually help them there a little bit. Everybody's standing still now in behind the net. Bratt for Zaka on the wall. Up top, Subban, Blasso, and rebound! Oh, my goodness! Linus Allmark making like a bandit again.
Yeah, I know. I'm often surprised. I think to be a goalie, you have to, well, you have to be a little special to want a puck shot at you anyway, but the reaction times of those guys is insane. And the knowledge of the position they have to be in, like that. Yeah, that was pretty remarkable. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome, you guys. Have a great one. Let's see. Is there a game tomorrow late night? I work unfortunately in the day, but so I won't be able to do the Flames one. But I will probably try to do one of the other ones. Did you have anyone have any preference? Hey, I will do a poll, a YouTube poll, shortly on whether we want to do the Columbus, Minnesota, or the LA St. Louis game, or the Arizona Anaheim game, because those three should be all good.